Robo, come here. Robo, come here. Quit pooping in Court's room.
You left a big poopy on my roof
Hey,
earlier.
he did you a solid by not going in your house.
Yeah, he left a solid.
Yeah, on
my
your roof. The roof is like outside in Mexico.
Yeah, but like, I
Just
come
get
up
over
here.
it.
I come up here every single day, and I sit and I brush my teeth
Well,
on the
you-
roof, and I
you
look
smell
out,
Rebel turds.
and now I'm just gonna be, smelling rubble turds every single morning.
Good boy. This is Rebel. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. He's just a puppy. Well, welcome back to another day in the life here in southern Mexico. I got my buddy Court Letcher joining me. Super excited this week. That was the big event, Court's arrival. Court is a hands-on student serving with us for the semester. He's been waiting to get here for like 6 months, and he's finally here. We're super excited to have him. His job is he's our videographer. So he's going to be here producing vlogs, podcasts, YouTube videos, you name it. Court is going to be knocking it out, and we're super excited to have him here. And you, our people praying for us back home, get to reap the benefits of all Court's hard work. So if you haven't subscribed already, if you haven't turned on your notifications, do that now, because quality is about to jump up. He brought all this fancy equipment. He bought how much your backpack weigh?
70 pounds.
He bought a backpack that weighed 70 pounds.
And I carried it over several days of travel.
How long did it take you to get here?
So we flew from Dallas to Virginia, and then I was in Virginia for a couple days, and then I went to the airport in Virginia, was at the airport for several hours, and then and also my flight got canceled on the way here, so I was a day late, and then after that I flew from Dallas to Mexico like immediately, like I was running to my flight.
I didn't think you were gonna make the flight. I was like watching on the app, and I was like, his bags definitely aren't making it.
Yeah, the whole thing that I was like, Mom, you need to pray for this, was like, will my bags make it on the flight? Because like, not to hate on American Airlines, but I know a lot of people have lost their bags recently with them, and so I was like, dude, like, if I lose my bags, I'm gonna be bummed.
So what did you do with the 70-pound camera backpack? You put it under the seat, or like was it on your lap, or what?
So that was my carry-on.
Okay.
So I had that. My whole theory was that I should only bring one checked bag, and I have allotment for 3, but I didn't want to wheel 3 checked bags through the airport.
Yeah.
And so I had my personal bag, which was stuffed. Like, I couldn't even get in or out of it, basically. Like, there was a whole pair of shoes in there, like everything. All my travel toiletries in case my bag got lost. And then I had this 70-pound camera bag on my back. And the biggest thing was going through customs with that on your back. Like, you're standing in those lines forever. And so when we finally got to the bus stop and I got to take that bag off my back, how long do you think we're in that line? 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at the bus stop line for a good 20 minutes with that thing on my back. And after walking through the airport, having breakfast with it on my back, like everything. And when I finally put that thing on the bus, that was a game changer. And then we got in the truck and I was living lavish.
Yeah. Well, it's a long trip. So like you said, he flew from the States down to Mexico City. He got in like 9:30 at night. We got to the hotel room by midnight. Woke up at 6 a.m. Got on a bus at 8 a.m. 2.5-hour bus ride down to another city where we picked up our truck. He did a Walmart run so he could have some essentials, because out here in the community there's no Pop-Tarts. And
Essentials being Dr. Pepper.
Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, and Pop-Tarts.
You got some cereal?
I did. I got Reese's Puffs.
Yeah, they don't have that. They don't sell those here. And then it was what, like how long is the car ride?
It was like 9 hours.
Yeah, it took us, because we had to make a couple other stops, run some errands. So it was a long trip.
Yeah, and
Solid
like
30 hours of travel from the time he left the States to the time he got into the community at 10 o'clock at night.
the crazy part was y'all kept telling me like how close we were, but then it would take us 3 hours because of the mountain.
Yeah.
So like, like I'd be like, oh, like we're going into the mountains now, like we're super close. And then like 3 hours later, we'd only be halfway.
Well, Court, we're so glad you made it, man. Super excited to have you. Shout out to the IMB and the hands-on program. getting students down here for the semester. This guy is vital to the ministry. Tell us a little bit more about what you're going to be doing while you're here.
So my main responsibility is sharing like the missionary task and like what it is to be a missionary with like people back home, so that you can like raise up more people who want to donate, more people who want to participate, and just like an overall awareness for missions. So like I've been lucky to go to a big church that has like a super big heart for missions my whole life, but a lot of people like don't know what it is to be a missionary. And so I'm excited to get to share that, because like when I was going to the ILC, like I was nervous that it would be a bunch of nerds like that are like just weird people, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know they're Christians, but I didn't know if they would be
Who are
like
they? Who's a weird missionary person who wants to go do that?
Yeah, no,
Gotta
exactly.
be a total
but
tool.
when I got there, coolest people ever. Like everyone here is awesome. I feel so at home. So it's just sharing that, and like sharing that like just normal people just sharing like what God has in store for us and living out his will. So that's my main goal, is to share that, and then also just like grow closer with God, because you know you can't be a missionary if you aren't doing that. So
That's right, man. You got to keep the main thing.
exactly.
We just this morning had our first time of just prayer and some accountability with Court, and this guy, he's the real deal. We're excited to have you, man.
Thank you, appreciate that.
And for all you people out there back in the States, pray for Court, pray for his family back home, and pray for just the Holy Spirit to guide us while he's here, that God's will be done, and that the Lord use your skills and your giftings that you brought to the team to further the work amongst the Mixtec people, that there will be more Mixtecs in heaven because of his time here.
Absolutely.
And thank you guys back home for all your prayers. We know that the heavy lifting gets done in prayer. All the fruit that we see here is work of the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit works, but it all starts with prayer. So thank you so much. You're important, and we appreciate you. Court, thanks for coming out.
Appreciate it.
And we'll see you guys next week.